guys, welcome if you are new, welcome back if you are returning. Hey peeps, it is messy hair don't care day in my robe, which, that's nothing new. Y'all see me in my robe, like unmentionables popping out, the whole 9 yards, because I'm a mom and some days you just don't care. But anyway, I wanted to pop on here and say happy Surgaverary to me. Today makes 7 years since I had my gastric bypass. And boy, let me tell you, it has been a journey that will never end for my entire life. I've seen some people watch some videos and people's all like, oh, my journey, it was such a journey. I'm so glad that I'm past it. And I don't know about y'all, the bariatric patients, but my journey, I don't think that I can ever say that it ends. There's been some downhill and uphill battles and good times, bad times. Literally could have probably made a TV show out of all of the journey stuff. I will say that over the last 2 years I have gained the most weight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because you're my family, my friends. Like I ain't gonna tell you something false. Over the last 2 years I have gained the most that I have gained since having my surgery 7 years ago. I've gained a total of 43 pounds, and that is a lot. I mean, it might not sound like a whole lot, but to me, that's unacceptable, horrible. But, I got this little thing, where I was like, oh, well, I can still see my bones. I can still feel them. That was just me being lazy, making up excuses, let me tell y'all, it has been a journey. I, in the beginning, almost died, and it was nothing that I did wrong. It was, I had what they called a stricture, my throat, as it was healing, the esophagus part, just shut off. I mean, I couldn't even take a sip of water without it spewing back out of my mouth 30 seconds later. My organs shut down. I was on 10 different bags of IVs, PICC line, feeding tube. Hospice got called in because they thought that, I was gonna die, because even once I got to the hospital and they figured out what was going on, it was almost too late at that point. So that happened. Maddox, it's okay, baby. Lay down. He hears every little bit of noise and he freaks out. Oh, and y'all probably noticed I moved my office around again, but not because I'm compulsive and I just get bored, but because I got a new desk. Let me tell y'all about my little desk. Let me just bariatric on pause. I get on Facebook day before yesterday and see this big whole office set up. There was a big corner piece with a hutch with drawers and cabinets, and then there was a smaller piece of desk over to the side that had a hutch on top of it, and then 3 more desk parts that connect to it, so it makes a big office cubicle looking thing. And I needed that because I've been busy with my business, cricketing, printing, just, oh my gosh, the projects. So I needed more workspace. Even though I have a huge desk that's as long as I am, and wider than I am. This sucker, is old. It's one of them big old giant ones from the 80s, I think. But anyway, it's an awesome desk. It's sturdy, it's big, but it couldn't house everything that I needed it to house without leaving me this big of a space to work in. So I was coming, but anyway, back to this. Sorry, I rambled. This guy, he knew that this desk had some problems and some issues, and I'm not one of them people. It's like, oh my God, it's gotta be perfect. No, I can deal with a little bit of here and a little bit there. Like, I can deal with that. So we get there and we're trying to put this big ass heavy desk in our cars, me and John, by ourselves. He, first of all, did not disclose that the top part of the corner piece where the big hutch thing was apart in pieces. So here me and John are up on pallets, because they had it sitting on pallets, trying to avoid the empty slots with our feet, trying to lift this desk over and down off said pallets, and all of a sudden, like, boom, it just fell into pieces. Then that part, I was like just disgusted. And then he stood there and he was all like, well, I didn't know about that. I picked it up the other day and took pictures for somebody. I looked at him and just knowed I wanted to call him an old, ugly liar if I'd done been a fly wouldn't lied on him. Okay? But, I'm respectful to old people. He's an older gentleman, had gray hair and things, that probably like, in his 60s. So I didn't say nothing, I just blew my lip. And I told him, I said, it's nice that you got $150 for me getting a pile of wood. Made that little comment. And he's like, oh, I didn't know about that. I am so sorry. Meanwhile, now he's not an elderly old man. He was in fairly good condition. Looked like he maybe took care of himself. He wasn't like, he was like, and John's probably going to scold me for this, but I'm just going to say it. He was like a hot old, not like a old. You know what I'm saying? Like he took care of himself. But anyway, he could have helped. He didn't. He just stood there with this smirk on his face. Meanwhile, while me and John are attempting to get these pieces out of the garage, he just standing there smirking, like just enjoying the show, like knowing that we are tearing this poor desk to pieces. He had it, the way he had it in the garage, it was just kind of sitting there. And so as we were taking it out of the garage, legs were breaking off. They had like these little round metal pegs that it sits in or whatever, and they were popping out everywhere, and screws coming loose. And he just, I didn't know about that. It was fine. And reason I'm gonna call him liar, because he said he had just picked up the top of that hutch off the biggest corner piece. Mind you, it was probably almost 4 feet in diameter from corner to corner. It was a very large piece. Me and John were struggling, and now we're pretty strong. We were used to lifting heavy furniture. We've done it for years. Like, we're good in the lifting and moving department. Okay, we lifted that up, and we were buckling in our knees, and like it was hard. There was all around it, so there wasn't nowhere to grab it, and like it was, you know what I'm saying? It was hard and heavy and awkward. There was no way that lying man picked that up by himself and took pictures and set it back down. He might have had 3 people or 4 people helping him pick it up while he stood there and snapped the pictures, but I guarantee he did not stand there and lift that up and then set it back down like he claimed he did. He must have been damn Hercules or something like that. Needless to say, we got all the pieces home. John says he can fix the corner piece and the other 2 pieces with some L brackets and some screws, maybe a little wood glue, I don't know, but it, to me, it looks like a pile of wood to burn. Like, I'm ready to just set it on fire and burn. I was so aggravated. But I did salvage the 3 smaller pieces, like the bottom pieces, aside from one that's outside where the leg broke off. So I got my printer sitting right here where I can reach, and my Cricuts right here, and then over here is like on this far side is like my assembly station, and then here is like my desk and things like that. And then I do have a cabinet up top. I did salvage that, but the inside of it broke, so I hung up some pretty like construction paper over it with mermaids, because y'all know I love the ocean. So I salvaged some pieces, and it scratched all the crap. But I would rather try to salvage some than just let it all go to waste. I mean, I did pay $150 for it, and he acted like in the post that it was new. when we laid it down, you could see like big cracks and wood glue and bolts where bolts shouldn't be. Like they had tried over time to fix it, you know. But anyway, I know, sorry I rambled. Y'all know you can't watch one of my videos without me going off on a tangent on something. So, back to Surgaverary. Oh, total transparency. So, I gained like a total of 43 pounds over the last 2 years. I would love to say COVID made me do it. You know, the stress of everything. And I'm sure that, you know, I have been very, very stressed. There's not only been COVID, but car accident, we almost died, then almost got murdered. I mean, there's been multiple things happen over these last 2 years that should have me completely gray-headed and in a nursing home at this point. But I'm holding it together. So, but I ain't gonna lie. Now, I do have a drink of soda. I love me some vanilla Coke and a Mountain Dew. Not, you know, and I'll maybe drink like this much out of a whole can. And then I'll like give it to John, or it'll end up just sitting there and I'll have to dump it out because it goes flat. Or when I'm out eating, like I'll get like a small Coke or something like that. And again, only drink like this much out of the cup and then it gets thrown away. So it's not completely due to stress that I gained weight. It's not completely due to the crazy life that's going on and you know you sometimes just want a cheeseburger. I take full responsibility for my weight gain because I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I jumped off the bandwagon and I had pizza and I had cheeseburgers and I had pop and bread. I'm like Oprah Winfrey. Sorry, I misspoke. Oprah Winfrey. Y'all, you know my accent. But anyway, I'm like Oprah. I love bread, okay? And I try my best. Ooh, I try my best. But you know, them grilled cheese got me having feelings. So, it's, you know, I'm still maintaining. After a year and a half, after it was first, oh, where'd my screen go? Hold on, guys. Oh, hello, I'm there. After the first 2 years of having surgery, I got down to my lowest. I was like 115.9 or something like that. And I was happy there. I was happy around 115, 120. And then, let's see, year 3, 4, I maintained around 130, 135-ish. And then gradually started to go up. And now, last time I was at the doctor, 2 months ago, I weighed in at 159.6. So that, you know, that's when I told myself, I was like, okay, I'm starting to get obese again, and I don't want that. I want my clothes to start fitting me again, you know, because I got all kinds of cute clothes, but I can't wear none of them because I got too fat. So, and I'm not fat, but you know, I had put on some weight, and I need to take responsibility for that. And I don't want to ever get back near anything over 160. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the limit. Like I'm getting ready to start doing my protein shakes again, and like I'm gonna go out and start walking. Maybe, I don't know. After almost being killed at the post office, I'm kind of scared to go out and walk. I might go to the gym unless there's some kind of serial killer, you know, at the gym. Hold on, where did you go? Oh, there you are. I hit a button and my little thing went away. Either way, I got one of them hoop things, you know, with the weight on it. I can start doing that. I used to have a very good workout routine. I'd work out twice a day for 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes of the evening, and then I would periodically throughout the day make sure I was up moving around. So I'm going to probably pick back up on that because it's things that I can do at home, you know, from the safety of my home. Because I'm barely 5'3". I'm like, you know, 5'3". And I shouldn't weigh no more than like 130, 140 pounds. And even that is pushing it because I am so short. So it makes my BMI say, oh God, you're morbidly obese. So I definitely want to get back into a workout routine. So y'all may be seeing some videos on that. Because I don't want to just let myself go. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the last 2 years, that's what I've done. I've let myself go. But not to the extent. Like, now, I did consciously say, okay, if I want to have a bite of this, I'm going to have a bite of this. But I ain't going to, go off the deep end and eat the whole thing. Or, that's all I'll eat all day long. Like, I always made sure that I had fruit, a vegetable, a grain, a protein. Tried to follow my little food groups that I was supposed to be following. And the amount that I was supposed to be following. And here I am 7 years later. And I will tell you, a lot of people say their little pouches get stretched out and they got to do a reset. No. Let me tell you, mine, I don't know about anybody else's, but mine has not been stretched out. It is still the same. Probably, I can eat maybe pushing it like 6 ounces. And that's pushing it. Usually after like 4 or 5, I'm starting to feel it. I'm like, God, I'm stuffed. So, and if it's bread or any kind of like starchy or like meat, oh God, meat. If it's thick meat, chicken, beef, steak, things like that, literally a couple of bites, that's it. I can't do nothing else. So, but yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was sitting here and I looked at the date and I was like, oh my God, today is my Surgaverary. How could I have forgotten? Well, I did. I just, like life happens. So, I completely forgot, but I am absolutely thrilled that here I am 7 years later and I'm still decently keeping it together. I mean, I've watched videos from women and men that's had theirs, and like after a year to 2 years, maybe even 3 years, they're done gained back 100 and some pounds. And I was just terrified. I thought, oh my God, that's going to be me because I love food. But you can love food without loving food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can use moderation and exercise to help keep things from getting blown out of proportion. So, yeah, I looked at the date and I was all like, oh my gosh, it's my Surgaverary. And so here I am, and I'm going to do, I always post or whatever on my Surgaverary. So I'm definitely going to do like a before, a after, and then like a current, so like people can see my progress. And even though I've went up a little bit in pounds, the knowledge that you gain from reading and learning how to read food things, what are they? Nutritional facts, like the little things on your boxes. Learning about portion sizes and how to deduct like the carbs from the calories, and then the sugar from the carbs and the calories. And like, just because it says that there's like 14 carbs and it may be like 5 sugars, you have to look at the calorie part of that too, and then look at the protein and then deduct all of that together. It's a whole mathematical equation thing. That's one of the reasons they make you go to dieting classes. I had to do 6 months of dieting classes. I had to do a psych evaluation. I had to get approval from my insurance company. I had to be referred from my doctor to a weight loss doctor. I mean, they put you through the works, man. This is not the easy way out. I love having those conversations with people who sit up on their little high horse and they're all like, you took the easy way out. Meanwhile, I've been at the gym every day of my life, busting my butt, doing it the hard way. I just want to bless their little soul and their hearts and just give them a big kiss on the nose, because it is not the easy way. If anything, it was the dumb, hard way. But some of us are not blessed with a metabolic or however you want to say it, body. Like our bodies, some people's bodies do not respond to food differences and exercise and movement. Like, I was one of those people. I had y'all, my words. I dieted my whole life. I took appetite suppression pills. And I wasn't, even before I had my surgery, I would kid you not, guys, not fibbing. If anybody knows me personally and you see this video, please leave a comment and tell them. before my surgery, I would eat a Happy Meal or like a kid's meal in general. That's what I would typically have, because I still wouldn't even eat the whole thing then. Like, I've never been a big eater. My thing was sweets. I would snack all day long on sugary stuff. Like a cookie here or a cookie there, you know what I'm saying? Or like a cheeseburger here, a cheeseburger there. Which led to me gaining weight, obviously. But then at the same time, I would go hiking, swimming, bike riding, rollerblading, jumping on my trampoline, the whole 9 yards, walking. Anybody that knows me can vouch and know that before surgery, I was an extremely active person. I was more active before surgery than I am now after surgery, and I don't know why or how that happened, but yeah. So, and I could not lose the weight.
It does not matter the cord. What part of this do you not understand?
I'm trying to do a video. Can you quit screaming? Ugh. Sorry about that, but that's real life. He works from home. I work from home. So that happens from time to time. But anyway, completely forgot what I was saying. Oh my gosh. The point is, I was a very active person and went to tons and tons of doctors, different medications, different exercise plans. Nothing worked. Nothing. I would lose maybe like 10, 15 pounds here or there, 20 pounds there, 5 here, 10 there, you know, just sporadically. But then it would come right back. And that was even with me without cheating on my diet, like no cookies, no soda, no sugary treats, nothing. Like, I stuck to my diet plan that was given to me by multiple doctors and could not lose the weight. So after years of just being depressed and aggravated of trying, at that point I just said, screw it. I mean, if I'm not going to lose weight anyways, I'll just eat what I want and be happy, you know, be fat and happy. So that's kind of how I ended up getting to 300 pounds. I was like 289 at my highest. So I was pretty close to 300 pounds, and I'm only 5'3", so you can imagine I look like a little round blueberry or something, you know, off the Willy Wonka show, because I ate something I shouldn't, and I went bloop. But yeah. Well, I've rambled on long enough. I told you about my little desk experience, and I just wanted to let you all know that today is my Surgaverary. If you did not know that I had bariatric surgery, I did. And it was not the easy thing to do. It's been more hard than any of the other routes that I have been taking for years and years before I even had the surgery. So, if anyone's thinking about bariatric surgery or would like some more information on, like the guide, maybe kind of like a guide to, okay, how do I start the process? How do I get there? How do I do it? The first thing I would say would be talk to your doctor and see if that is the right process for you, because your body may just kind of need like a jump start. You may just need like a appetite suppressant or maybe a new workout routine just to get your metabolism going. Maybe switch up a few foods that you're eating, because certain foods can make your metabolism like jump start, and then you'll start noticing you losing some inches. So definitely check out with your doctor first. If you have struggled though your whole life, and you know that you put the hard work in, you know that you've done your exercises and your diets, and you have steered clear of carbs and sugar and treats, and you're still not seeing any progression, I would definitely ask the doctor to run a few tests, check your thyroid, check your metabolism, genes. I don't know how they do all that, but you know what I'm saying, like, get your doctor's info. And then if they say, okay, you know, here, I think that you would be a good candidate for it, definitely, you know, check it out. It's not the easy thing to do though. I mean, you have to be committed. You have to remember to take your vitamins every single day, which I ain't gonna lie, I don't. I should, but I don't. That's why my hair, you know, has been looking so brutal lately, because I just forget, guys. I get busy and I absolutely forget. I do take them, but not every day like I should. So then I start feeling weak. I start feeling bad. Like you feel like crap because your body is not getting enough nutrients from the food that you eat to sustain you. So that's why you have to be on all these vitamins. So you got to be fully committed, or you serious problems ahead. I mean, it's serious. So if you're not committed, or if you don't think you could follow through with it, don't do it. I mean, I fall off the bandwagon all the time, but I pick myself up and I put myself back on, and I maintain some kind of level of healthiness because I don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to die. So just check it out. Talk to your doctor and go from there. And then if anybody has any questions, hit me up, and like I will answer them to the best of my ability. I still have all of my doctor papers, all of my like food journal papers, like the whole 9 yards. So hit me up, guys. Okay, well, I love you all. If you were new, welcome. Glad you stopped by. This ain't normally what I talk about, but it was my day, so I want to say happy Surgaverary. If you are returning, hey peeps, thanks for watching and hanging out with me. And I love you all, and I hope that everyone is staying safe and happy and healthy. And I love you all, and have a great day. Bye, guys.